They say nice guys finish last. But what if the truth isn't that women don't want nice men? It's that the nice guy isn't actually nice at all. Because beneath the politeness, beneath the smiles, there's a hidden reason why so many men who call themselves nice end up overlooked, rejected, and quietly resentful. And today we're diving into the psychology behind it, the part nobody talks about, but everyone feels. Part 1. The myth of niceness. Let's start with the word nice. Most men think being nice is the same as being good, but they're not the same thing. A good man is kind because it's who he is. A nice guy is agreeable because he wants something in return, and most women can sense the difference instantly. See, the nice guy persona usually grows out of fear, the fear of conflict, the fear of rejection, and the belief that desire must be disguised, softened, or hidden. He thinks, if I'm patient enough, if I'm supportive enough, if I do everything right, eventually she'll realize I'm the one. But this isn't kindness, it's a subtle contract, a silent deal the woman never agreed to. And the moment kindness becomes currency, it stops being kindness. This is why women often say, he's nice, but I'm just not feeling it. Because on a deeper level, niceness used as a strategy feels manipulative, and even if the man doesn't realize he's doing it, his energy gives it away. Part 2. The confidence paradox. Let's shift to attraction psychology. Confidence is one of the strongest predictors of romantic interest, but confidence is not arrogance, and it's not domination. True confidence is emotional steadiness. It's someone who knows what they want, isn't afraid to express it, and can handle a no without falling apart. Nice guys often struggle here because their entire approach to women is built on avoidance, avoiding risk, avoiding rejection, and avoiding being seen as too forward. So instead of being direct, they overgive. Instead of expressing desire honestly, they act like the best friend. Instead of setting boundaries, they say whatever you want. This signals insecurity, not stability. And insecurity doesn't create attraction, it triggers discomfort. Women don't want a man who needs them to validate his worth. They want a man who already knows his value. And here's the paradox. When a man respects himself, he naturally becomes more attractive. When a man denies himself, he becomes invisible. Confidence isn't the loud guy in the room. Confidence is, I want you, but I don't need you. That's the energy women gravitate toward, not because they want to be chased, but because confidence feels safe. A man who is grounded in himself won't lash out, won't crumble, won't become passive-aggressive when things don't go his way. Part 3. The hidden resentment. Now for the part almost nobody admits. When a nice guy doesn't get the outcome he secretly hoped for, he feels betrayed, even if he never said what he wanted. He might think, after everything I did, after all the times I was there for her, how could she not choose me? But again, she never agreed to the contract. She never asked him to orbit her life like a satellite. She never signed the invisible emotional deal. And this is where resentment grows, quietly, slowly. Some men don't even realize it's happening. They start pulling away. They become bitter. Their behavior becomes passive-aggressive. Compliments turn into guilt trips, support turns into silent judgment, and women sense this shift immediately. Because the truth is, no one wants to be a prize someone feels entitled to. Meanwhile, the men whom women do choose tend to follow a completely different playbook. They set boundaries, they express interest clearly, they don't hide their intentions behind favors, they don't try to earn love. They know if it's not mutual, they can walk away. That's emotional maturity. That's self-worth. That's what makes a man attractive, not just to women, but to everyone around him. Nice guys often struggle because they lead with what they think women want to hear instead of who they actually are. They've been taught that being low maintenance makes them desirable, when in reality, it makes them forgettable. And worse, it makes them resentful when their silent expectations aren't met. Conclusion: the real reason. So here it is, the real reason nice guys finish last. Not because they're kind, not because they're soft, not because women want bad boys. Nice guys finish last because their niceness is a mask, a shield, a negotiation disguised as virtue. Real love can't grow from that. But when kindness comes from authenticity, when confidence comes from knowing your value, when boundaries come from self-respect, everything changes. You don't finish last, you simply finish differently, with people who choose you willingly, not because you tried to earn them, but because you showed up as yourself. In the end, the man who values himself never finishes last. He simply finishes with someone real.